Good morning.
And welcome to From the Second Row. I'm Brenda Rozzi, and this is...
Rich Russell.
And we're going to bring you the agenda for City Council meeting tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, that was postponed from last night because, strangely enough, they were busy.
Yeah, I can't understand. I mean, they could have done...
What's a primary?
I mean, you got to go to City Hall anyway. What's the big deal? They could have had the meeting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't forget we got to drag in City Council chamber, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right.
We got a lot of good stuff.
Exactly. So tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we're in the second row.
Yeah.
It's going to feel weird when they finish City Council chambers, because what's the second row going to look like? But who knows?
Yeah, well, it might be shipped to the Dominican Republic. It's a souvenir.
It's the city. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break. Okay, so the usual, roll call, moment of silence.
Now, I got a question.
What?
Are they going to have, is it just going to be their standard moment of silence? Or are they going to do something about mention Charlie Kirk?
I don't think they would.
Guess who will in his...
I know you will. Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moment of silence. Approve the minutes from August 12th, 19th, and September 2nd. Wow, that's really close.
Yeah.
And then public participation, which my friend here always public
Mr.
participates.
Mali. Yes, you can take my sign down, Mr. Mali. Okay, public hearings. Proposed anti-camping. Does that include politicians that seem to want to camp out in office? Oh, well, that's in public spaces. That was put on by Captain at the time, Maurice Aguilar, now the chief, and Lieutenant Dan Fleming, both of the police department.
Right. Handicap parking, 24 Rose Street.
Rose Street. That's over, that's over by the Shattuck Street where it makes a zigzag.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Remove 2 handicap parking spaces at 71 Elm Street.
Why were there 2 in the first place?
I don't know. I look at whose fingers are on it, and you explain that one.
Yeah, handicap parking, 28 Springfield Street.
Handicap parking, 3 Bigelow Street.
And handicap parking, 10 Hemlock Street.
I won't make my comment about Hemlock anymore. Let's see, modify a no parking zone at 343 South Broadway. Is that the one that's...
Been there 100 years? Yes.
I'm not sure if that's the one I'm thinking about, because it might be related to somebody that we know.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Handicap parking, 6 Berkeley Street.
We want to remove the handicap parking from 14 and 16 Custer Street. I wonder how the Indians are going to feel about that one.
I knew you were going to say that. Handicap parking, 121 East Havel Street.
Okay, and childcare parking at 41 Ferber, and that was put on by, of all people, Council President Giovanni Rodriguez. Let's see.
Now.
Public hearings, let's see, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's see, 24. No parking anytime Water Street. We've discussed that one. I think that one's a necessary evil. Compensation for school committee members.
That's being discussed anyway.
That one brings up an interesting point. Are the elected officials going to be paid at the same rate as the experts that will be nominated and sent down for rubber stamp approval?
I would hope they would be.
I would assume so.
But
it is what it is.
But then again, it's not our call. Committee reports. Budget and finance.
Again, $139,805. Grant funds from Mass Department of Public Health awarded to the Mayor's Health Task Force / Lawrence, Mass. In motion for active transportation, safe routes to school, and park and open spaces.
Yeah.
Huh? When I went to school,
we walked.
We always had.
It's like the mailman.
We always had, what's his face? I can't remember his name. I'm walking to whatever school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Authorization to expend $95,765.20 Commonwealth Transportation Infrastructure Enhancement Trust Fund.
That'd be-
Well, hey, Jaime?
I'd be curious to find out, this is a trust fund I never even knew about.
Yeah.
But
Then again,
nothing in the housing.
nothing surprised me.
Yeah, well, nothing in the housing report surprised you because there's nothing there. Ordinance. Traffic study, Swan Street, speeding and traffic control. Well, why don't you just open it up to the
look at
entire
it,
city?
But look at it, it's withdrawn.
Yeah.
Keep looking to see what other things.
Oh, that
are
was
withdrawn.
19. Oh, man.
That was withdrawn. Traffic study, East Table Street, speeding and traffic controls,
Those were all
withdrawn.
19. Fence around vacant lots.
But you know what? I think that's something they should do, put fencing around vacant lots.
I think it should be done too. Let's see, parking in Berkeley, that would not, let's jump down to, okay. Okay.
Look, you know what's funny? Look at,
Whoop, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go back to,
yeah, that's what I'm looking. You're looking at 20421, pay stipend for school committee?
no, I'm
Oh.
looking at, modified parking zone at 343 South Broadway, and agenda item, 27925, 341 South Broadway, request council assistance with enforcement. That's,
Yes,
A&M?
yes.
Okay.
And it's being withdrawn.
Being
withdrawn.
Yeah, well, again.
Yeah. Pay stipend for school committee elected members from 21 being withdrawn, but now we're going to do it. So figure it out. Traffic study hamlets in surrounding school zones being withdrawn. Yeah. But then there's what? Resolution honoring Lawrence firefighter Gene Jimenez, Joseph Murphy, and Wilson Ventura.
Yeah.
I don't know for what. I really wish they would say, did they save a life? Did they,
I know. Did they-
at
did
least
they-
we know what they're getting, I don't mind them getting a resolution, but it would be nice for people to know what they're getting the resolution for,
I know.
you know?
Might be interesting, okay, do the firefighters fall under the police public safety exemption from being on the voting list?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
don't know either.
An old gold dealer license, old gold. I thought that was a cigarette from way back when.
There was.
And I know, those things would kill you. I smoked a couple, ooh, man.
Yeah, well.
That's when I got threatened to go to reform school if I didn't stop smoking. I mean, the farm.
Yeah, but this is a rename merge, so now it becomes a pawnbroker license. So figure
Well,
that was
wait a minute.
withdrawn. That was withdrawn. So this is the rename, is the old gold dealer license, but the pawnbroker license is being withdrawn. This is so screwy. Whatever.
Lawrence, it gets stranger and stranger. Grand Marathon.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, right. For firefighters, I see firefighters, RD, that's Dominican Republic firefighters, which the Lawrence Fire Department has a very good working relationship with. So, I mean, I got no, I might even go down to see the 20th.
But talk about,
Okay, and then there's another thing. Me and my photographs. You can remind me to mention that one too.
okay, fine. All right, so there's no personnel, no public, no economic, and no committee report.
And no old
Committee of
business.
the whole. There is old business, but it's just the creation of the job description for the school committee appointees.
If there's any old business, I'll try to find an oldies channel on YouTube. Let's see.
Now we go into new business.
Yeah. Handicap parking, 69 Berkeley Street.
Handicap parking, 46 Cross Street. That's right near you.
Yeah, that's a house just before the Donovan on my side of the street.
Oh, okay, okay.
Directly across the street, there's another handicap parking. The one guy that used to, he put the sign up on handicap.
remember that.
No, personal, something,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. Handicap parking, 122 Myrtle Street.
Handicap parking, 8 Osgood.
Okay, handicap parking, 23 Trinity Avenue, apartment 1. Are they gonna drive into apartment 1? Okay.
Remove handicap parking, 5 Durant.
Okay, and contract renewal, city clerk. That was put on by the council president, Giovanni Rodriguez.
I think Eileen's doing an excellent job.
I think she is, in spite of some of the constraints that are being placed on her.
I know, I know.
Now, as most people should, at least I forget, RDT, this one's for you. You grabbed the cup of coffee. Now, as everybody should realize, we did have a primary election.
But not too many of you got out to vote,
Yeah.
and that's the sad
Okay.
part.
And this is basically what it's all about, becoming a restricted area. And we won't get into what the restrictions are, but the results will indicate what the restrictions are. Now, do you want I got this on cardstock, if you want to, or do you want me to?
You can,
Okay.
you can,
Okay, in the mayoral, across the boards, the mayor, Brian A. DePena, got 3,279 votes. The wannabe, Manny Gonzalez, firefighter, he got 2,713. And when I did the percentage on it, I had talked to somebody earlier yesterday afternoon, and they said that they thought the break would be 60-40 for the mayor. Well, actually, the break came 54-46, that's only 8 percentage
Yeah,
points. It's doable. Very doable.
You know, it's a 500 plus, Brian got it,
Yeah.
but if you look back at the last election, Brian was in the thing, he was down by 500.
Yeah, I know it.
We just need more
It can be
people.
done.
Please go out and vote.
Yes.
It's very important
It is.
to go vote.
It is your American.
Right.
I almost want to say American duty.
It is.
It is, but-
you're quick to complain when something's wrong,
Yeah.
but you don't want to go out and change it.
Yet you want to bitch about it.
Right, and
Don't-
that's something that we need to very nicely.
Thou shalt
do
not
something about.
complain if you did
Right,
not vote.
Exactly. If you're not going to vote, don't complain. Don't. Seriously, it's
Yeah.
And I was at the Frost holding signs twice, and there weren't very many people going in.
Yeah.
The other thing that I have to mention, though, a few people were kind of upset that they were not on the supposedly not on the voting list.
Well, that brings up another point. I heard several instances of people being asked for voter ID.
I didn't mind that.
If it is the law, a city ordinance or whatever,
Yeah.
your girlfriend Denise said it's out in Fitchburg. It is
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory. Okay, it must be some sort of
City ordinance.
city ordinance.
Right.
Okay, they have not done a damn thing about it here. I went in to vote at D3. I said, the guy says ID. I says D3, 34 Cross Street, Richard Russell. I know where I'm going. I know who I'm voting for, and I ain't gonna show you no ID. And I walked past him.
Yeah.
And nothing was said. So again, it isn't any ordinance in Lawrence.
Right,
They're
right.
they're trying to make it a de facto.
But they're saying that they weren't on the list or whatever because they didn't return census. I know for a fact I returned my
I
census.
forgot to look at the situation that you.
But not that. But Sue asked the same thing. She said, "I returned my census. I'm the one who fills it out. I'm the one who returns it." So is this something that people need to be aware about? That we need to contact people about?
I think they should. But okay, now getting to the councilor at large. Now let's see. Everybody is listed alphabetically. So we'll start with Anna Levy. She got 20, first of all, there was a total of 6,067 voters.
Wow. That's not a lot.
No.
Can see, how many do we have in Lawrence? 42,000?
No, we have 46,313 as of
So it's
yesterday.
only 6,000, that sucks.
That's 13.1%. Yeah, okay. I don't want to hear the other 86.9% bitching.
No, and they will.
Oh,
Those are the ones
you
that
know they will. Okay, now getting into the thing, like I said, alphabetically, I'll give you the total number of ballots, like I said, posted was 6,067. The number of blanks, okay, and now you got to bear in mind, people can vote for up to 3
Right.
on the council at large. There was 5,700. So let's see, 6. So that'd be 18,057. So 2/3 of the people didn't vote for someone or some people. Okay, now getting into the actual results. Anna Levy's the top of the list. She got 2,162, which was 35.6% of the ballots. Selena Reyes got 2,810. She got 46.3%. Yeah, my feelings exactly. Giovanni Rodriguez, he got 2,715 or 27.8%. He got 95 less votes, and I don't mean this in a demeaning manner, by running the city council as opposed to the one sitting on the far end to his right-hand side who sits there like a lump on the log and doesn't do a damn thing. That was something else will come out later on. Okay, now we're getting into the incumbents. Again, the incumbents are listed alphabetically.
Yeah.
Freddie Diaz, he got 1,362.
That totally blows my mind.
He got 22.4%. Next one was John Regal. He got 1,167 or 17.4. Nilson Rosario got 1,386, 22.8 cents. And bringing up the rear, right here, 869. Well, I won't go into that. I got 14.3%. So I finished I finished 7th out of a 6-man race, but I brought up the rear, an outstanding man. So what can I say other than no more Mr. Nice Guy? And we know how unnice I can become.
I know. I can't wait.
I see several names there.
It's funny because I got to bite my tongue on this one. You don't have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes. No, you. So I can't say anything. I got to bite my tongue. No, you don't got to bite your tongue anymore. Yay.
Okay. All right. Now let's go.
Sorry you lost, but you know what? I think for the residents, it's a good thing.
I have heard that before, and I mean, it isn't an unknown secret that people have said I do a better job in my 2.5 minutes, but I don't get paid for it. And I look at people sitting on the council that are getting $20,000 to be duh. Okay?
Yep.
All right, now we're going into District A. Now this had a total of 5 people. Again, because of Federlina resigning,
right.
There is no incumbent, so everything is listed as alphabetical by your name on the ballot. Right. Okay, Vladimir Acevedo, he got 100. Okay, now there was a total of 1,030 ballots cast.
Wow.
And there were 46 blanks. I think blanks are basically no, I can't. Vladimir Acevedo, 155. He got 15%. Ramon Lopez got 68. That was 6.6%. Franklin Miguel, he got 491 votes, or 47.7. Myra Ortiz, 105, and that was 10.2%. And Lissy Rivas, 162, 15.7%. So let's see, if 68, that's 70, 100, 222, 322. Even if the other four candidates added all of their votes together,
Other three. Yeah.
well, no, there was
Yeah.
there was total of 5, so before. Even if they added their votes together, they still wouldn't have come up with the same number of votes that Franklin Miguel got. Okay. You know,
So now this brings up a question too, someone had asked me. So whoever wins November 4th, will they get sworn in then, or will they have to wait till January?
no, they will be sworn in as soon as the vote
Has
is
been
certified,
Right,
okay?
Right.
Okay.
And that's what I had said to someone.
Yeah,
that
no, they will.
You know,
They
that they
will.
will, because the seat is empty.
Okay, now I gotta go back to, because I got a staple going through it. Let's see. Now, this one, I don't know where this one's going. Wendy, okay, there were 1,191 votes that were cast in District B, 81 blanks, and 1 write-in. Figure that one out. Okay, Wendy Luzon got 557 votes for a 46.7% of the vote.
Yeah.
And Rosalie Gonzalez got 552, a difference of 5
5
votes.
point, yeah.
And that was 46.3. Is that going to involve a recount? I don't know.
Why would you want to recount the preliminary? I mean, I could, if it was the general.
Is it possible to get a 6-vote turnover in out of 11, just under 1,200 votes?
Personally, is my taxpayer dollars paying for the,
I don't know who pays for that. That's the one thing I didn't do any research on.
because if my tax, I would say wait to see what happens at the general election.
No, I mean, it isn't a case of it's going to determine second and third from third, or third from
right,
fourth,
right.
or sixth from seventh, or whatever.
Right,
So, I mean,
right,
they're both
yeah.
going to be on the ballot.
Right, exactly. So what's the big deal?
But again, and it still isn't going to affect it because Wendy's going to be number 1 on the ballot because she is an incumbent.
Right.
Okay, let's go to, now, I didn't do the percentages for everything after that. Let's see, in District C, Greg Del Rosario, he got 500, okay, there were a total of 913 votes, ballots cast, there were 88 blanks, and there were 2 write-ins. I would like to see them just post the.
Right in.
Yeah.
That would be,
Yes.
you know,
Okay.
like,
Again,
yeah.
Greg Del Rosario got
The
560.
bloopers, the
Yeah.
bloopers of the election.
Yeah, they have bloopers. Yeah, well, no, some of the bloopers are the ones that get elected. Okay, Greg got 562 ballot votes, and Victor Hernandez, who I thought was Johnny come lately, and he had run in the past.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it
him.
was in 21. I'm not sure.
I don't remember
He got
him.
261. So basically, I'm doing rough math in my head. 2652. So Greg got. I'm going to say Greg got about 70%.
Yeah.
As opposed to Victor. Okay, we go to Victor. Victim D, District D. Vivian Marmol, okay, there was 963 ballots cast, 91 blanks, and 4 write-ins. Well, we're going to get it. I'd like to find out how many of the 7 dwarfs got elected or got voted. Vivian Marmol, the incumbent, got 566, and Irisina Mata got 302. Let's see, that's, I'm going to say that Vivian got between 60 and 65%.
Good.
Okay. Again, I'll be honest, I voted for her. I like the job she's doing. Mm-hmm. She's really come on strong in the last 6 or 8 months.
Yeah.
And she's doing...
She's come into her own.
Yes. And it is what it is. Okay, now let's go to District E, your den of iniquity. The two candidates, Stephanie Infante, the incumbent, there were 1,134 ballots cast. There were 77 blanks, and there were 2 write-ins. You think Shade got a vote?
We should, maybe we can get a write-in ballot, a mail-in ballot for him.
That would make a good team, Shade and Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, Stephanie Infante got 739, and Eric Machuca got 316, and let's see, that would be 2/3. I don't want to, no, it isn't 3/4, 2/3. I'm going to say somewhere around 316, be 6. Got about 70%. Okay, and District F, there were 836 ballots cast.
Okay.
There were 142 blanks.
Wow.
There were 18 write-ins, and Mark got a total of 676 votes. And he was the only one running in the...
Right,
Okay.
right, yeah.
Okay, now, let me go to this one. Okay, this is the school committee, and,
Only like 3. Each district does not have their own representation anymore, which is sad.
okay. The names on the ballots were, it's kind of strange the way they did that.
Jonas was
okay,
the only
okay.
incumbent.
Then how come the other 2, Ramirez and Robles, are highlighted as being,
I don't know.
well, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Jonathan, okay, there were a total of, again, 6,067. There were 7,830 blanks on the school committee. I mean, I didn't vote for everybody. Okay.
I voted for 3.
Okay. Okay, so
But you can only
Jonathan,
vote for 3 anyway. So I voted for 3.
Jonathan Guzman got 3,371, which is, I don't know. I'm not even going to do the math. My neighbor, Quinn Gonnell, he got 1,845. He finished 4th. Jessica Ramirez got 3,133. She was 138 behind
Jonathan.
Uh,
But I have to admit, Quinn got in late.
yeah, I know he did.
So.
And Luis Robles, he got 1,964. And Quinn, let's see, 40, that'd be 55, 115, he only finished 119 votes behind for his first shot. I get no problem.
Yeah. Like I said, we found out, was it a Vivian's Mamos thing that he had put in, and that was late in the game.
Yeah, he was.
He is an educator. He was at Lawrence High
Yeah.
when they were searching for a new superintendent, and they had the thing, when they were voting, he got up and said, and made a statement why person wasn't qualified, blah, blah, the whole bit. And then the person got in as superintendent, and then come June 30th, he got fired from Lawrence High. A great educator. Something's wrong here.
Well, again, it comes to he who waits, and those that don't deserve it usually get it first.
Yeah.
Get rid of those that do a good job, and that way somebody moves
Yeah.
up on the list.
Right.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
Right.
No, you're not doing a great job. He did a great job, and you canned him. So somebody that's doing a good job does not automatically
Right.
assume the title of a great job. Okay, now Greater Lawrence Technical School Committee, and again, there's another issue. I got a lot of off the top of my
Okay.
head stuff, and you know where some of these are going.
Yep.
Okay, now these names are...
There's 3 incumbents and 1 that's,
Okay, the first 3 are incumbents, and the last one, okay.
we just found out about in my meeting on the 8th.
Yeah, I know it.
Nice, I hope he gets it. He's a nice
No,
kid.
well, again, it is what it is. How many will be going on the ballot?
3. Oh, no, they're all going on the ballot.
Okay.
But
all
they
right.
only need 3.
Okay, so Zoila Disla,
Which I didn't think she was running.
No,
Because I heard for the longest time she wasn't running.
she got 30, okay, now there were a total, again, 66,067. There were a total of 7,354 blanks.
Okay.
Zoila got 3,398. Julio, down by the schoolyard, Meja,
The
got
cutie from the third. I used to call him the
3,026.
cutie from the 3rd floor. I used to say to him, I can't believe you're up there because everyone else
Yeah.
is bald. But
Let's see, Edinson Mercedes got 2,436.
he's the one that they put up against Leo,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Josias Mendes, he got
I
1940.
was talking to him afterwards. He's always lived in Lawrence. He went to the Frost. He seems like a really nice kid.
You know,
I think he would be good.
The one name that's missing on, there were 45 write-ins. The one name that's missing is, I don't see Leo's name.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, that's another screwing.
Well, someone asked me about Greater Lawrence, and I told them who to vote for, and they said, what about Leo? I said, oh, he
Got screwed.
He got screwed 2
Big
years
time,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I'm trying to remember some of the things that I said we were going to bring up. Okay, Greater Lawrence Technical School.
Yeah.
And I'm marrying that institution to our locally world-famous giant Adirondacks chairs at $4,000 a pop. Why couldn't somebody buy a pile of lumber and take the lumber over and drop it off at the Greater Lawrence Technical
Yeah.
School carpentry class
Yep.
and let Lawrence students build them? They could build it a lot cheaper than $4,000 a pop.
Yep.
Duh.
Because our taxpayer dollars.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe it's these thoughts that made me
Yeah.
come in number 7. Let's see, what other things did I mention that were going to be kind of half-assed brought up?
I don't remember. You'll think
Okay.
I forget.
I know we have had 2 gunshot deaths in the last over the weekend.
Yeah.
I did see comments.
And first of all, our condolences to their
Yeah.
families.
Yes.
These were young kids in their
both
20s.
Both of them were young.
Yes,
And
and
in
that's
their
what
late
makes
20s.
it sad.
For what reason? I looked up. I admit I follow not having an unencrypted radio channel for the police.
Mm-hmm.
I have had to come up with other methods, and they're perfectly valid.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard the calls come in wherever they came in,
Yep.
and I knew what time they came in, and the shooting
Yeah.
down on Newbury Street.
Yeah.
I went in the next day. I knew the time, so I could go into the police logs, and that police report was not listed in the police report.
But have you looked since, like?
No, I haven't.
Because I'm just wondering if sometimes,
Yeah, well,
maybe the times and maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
I looked before the death was confirmed.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
again, it
that
is what
could-
it
yeah,
it
yeah,
is. What it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Other people have made serious objections to using part of Essex Street where the gentleman that was killed or shot to death on Saturday
Right.
evening.
For the stage. For the stage. They couldn't move it down a little?
Again, this was a political event.
I don't care.
This was not the normal Cyclovia
I know.
event.
Which they canceled the week before because it was gonna rain.
Yeah, but the mayor puts this one on 2 days before primary.
Of course. Oh, and I want to also talk about my meeting, because that's something I want.
Oh, okay.
I definitely want to talk about that.
Okay.
But you finish your stuff first.
Okay, I'm trying to think what else oh, I mentioned the council chamber.
Yes.
Okay. Council president went up to an individual that's higher up in the city maintenance structure and said, now that the early voting is out of the council chamber, we can get back to work on finishing the council chamber. And he was told, no, all of the employees are going to be going up to work on the mayoral throne room because you heard it here first. You haven't heard it anywhere else, but you heard it here first. September 21st, the President of the Dominican Republic will be coming to Lawrence. Huh? Which brings me out to one more comment about the Dominican Republic. I made this yesterday to somebody as I was standing there holding signs. I'm looking at the signs, and everybody had a sign with their website and everything. It's fair game, public record, freedom of speech. I just hope I don't become a Charlie Kirk for saying stuff like this. I looked at the mayor's campaign sign and it said, Brian for Lawrence. And I looked at somebody and I said, he's got the thing named wrong. My opinion, and there's a lot of other people who won't say it publicly, I will say it. The website should have been Brian for Teneris. Okay? It is what it is. Now, and then we'll get to one other thing.
Okay. So I have my neighborhood meeting quarterly. I found out at the feast that the police chief and fire chief were told not to attend neighborhood meetings. They've always attended neighborhood meetings. They've sent police officers, firefighters if they can, but there's always been representation from fire chief. They were told not to come.
The highlights of some of your meetings. I hate to break in with the Roy and Brian show.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Oh, jeez.
You know what, and I wish I had remembered it, because I was going to ask, when we saw Brian Moriarty, I was going to ask him if he and Roy are going to take this show on the road. I mean, they should go to Salvatore's. We should,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the best one was the very last meeting that Roy attended before he was so nicely oystered. God knows why. But Brian heard a phone ringing, and he goes, oh, it's not mine. And you can see Roy at the counter plugging in Brian's phone number so it would ring.
Yeah, it was great.
But anyway, so I knew that. But I also saw, and I just put it in the back of my mind, so when I saw the fire chief at a city council meeting, I said, don't forget my meeting is next Monday. Oh, okay. That was it. Come Monday to my meeting, there's no police chief. But there was a representation because I sent the list over to the officer in charge of community. And she came, and I have to say, Officer Sandoval did an excellent job.
Yes, she did.
She had everything, listed. Yep. She just went, for 45 minutes almost, she just went on and on and on, answered questions, and then took some of the residents outside to talk to them privately who wanted to. She was phenomenal.
Yep.
She was so good. And I definitely have to praise her. And I've also, I sent the chief, letting him know, and I also told Captain Cerullo. He was excellent. She was excellent. Anyway, no one from the police department. So, needless to say, city councilor wrote something, and I wrote something. Then I heard from someone who had a neighborhood meeting probably a couple weeks before mine that he was told by the city hall, the third floor, that if we want police and fire presence in a neighborhood meeting, it has to go through them. No. I, with my taxes, pay the police and fire. I am not asking permission from anyone to have fire chief present.
Can I use some fancy words? Could you elucidate more explicitly as to who them is?
Octavian, William Castro. No. This is something from, my meeting started, we started our meetings in 2009. We have never, ever, ever had to go through the mayor or anyone. That is not their position to tell the police and fire who to attend neighborhood meetings. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. You have to go through city officials that don't even live in the city to get permission to get people to pay.
No.
What's wrong with
that?
this?
Is not happening.
Folks, what's wrong with this picture? I know I'm politicized.
Well, not for anything, but my taxes pay the police department and the fire department, not their taxes. I'm paying them. They will attend neighborhood meetings, and they should not ever.
My taxes are taking this, that they get in salary, and they're taking that money out of town. We don't even get the benefit of taxes.
So that is never going to happen. I am never going to go through the third floor to have police and fire at my meeting.
Yeah, they show up.
And then and it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
And the fact that and don't say you didn't know about a meeting when you got 2 notices.
Yeah.
That totally ticked off the council.
The strange thing is the police chief.
He lives in my district. He can show
yes,
up anytime he wants.
He could show up
anytime he wants.
He could show up in civilian clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is what it is. But again,
I am, like I said, that is totally asinine. To take control, to tell them they can't attend a neighborhood meeting with residents.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is just so wrong in so many levels that I just can't believe it.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay.
But we had a good meeting, like I said, and once again, Officer Sandoval, you were phenomenal.
Yeah, she was. Very, very personable individual,
Yes.
knowledgeable. She does the job. You couldn't ask for a better person in the thing. Okay, does that pretty much? No, it doesn't.
No.
One last thing. Now, I do have to apologize for my lack of showing yesterday. I mean, in the preliminary, okay, the primary, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now, whether I'm going to use an old fire department thing, whether the old fire horse answered one bell too late, one too many, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what the meaning of wisely is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do have to say this, and I do have to give credit. I am not a Frank Sinatra fan, but this. But
it's okay. Are you a Paul Anka fan?
I don't know. I have to ask Brian Moriarty where he gets his anchors. Does Paul make anchors? No.
Are you a Paul Anka fan?
Huh?
Are you a Paul Anka fan?
I guess so.
Because that's who wrote My Way.
Oh, okay. All right. So I have this to say, with credit to Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. Means someone who has lived their life on their own terms, making their own choices and following their own path, often despite challenges and, in my case, without regret, as expressed in Frank Sinatra's famous song, My Way. The phrase emphasizes self-determination, authenticity, and a sense of pride in one's life's choices, even if they differed from others and faced adversity. The truth, Superman, truth, justice, and the American way. That's what till I go to the grave, that's what I'm going to maintain. You know what I mean? Okay, like I said, like Brenda said, people have said that I do a good job in the 2.5 minutes. Yeah, but I look at people sitting there for 2.5 hours getting 20 grand a year.
I know.
But it is what it is. But again, so the bottom line is, and Brenda laughed when I told her this, no more Mr. Nice Guy. We know what that means. I mean, everything I'm not stealing information from anywhere. I am not slipping somebody $50 to give me this. Everything I get and everything I find is legal, perfectly legal, legally obtained. I know where to look. And I am not a fan of I'm not a fan of the political campaign system, the financial donations. I don't understand why people have to collect 2/3 of their campaign funds from out of town. I don't understand how and why unions can get away with political action committees. But again, I have to remember, OCPF is it's a wonderful device. But you have to remember, it was written by politicians. It is administered by, quotation marks, civilians that are appointed. But you got to remember, the bottom line is the OCPF law was written by politicians for politicians. I have a case that I can't get into. I don't want to involve anybody. Rotten as hell. It involved me. Rotten as hell. It is what it is. That's as far as I can go with it, and I know where it came from. The system is corrupt. The campaign system is corrupt. I look at the mismatch in campaign donations. The mayor, about $70,000. If I'm not mistaken, Manny had, I don't know, $6,000 or $7,000, something like that. I mean, a complete mismatch. But for the amount of results he got in the election,
Very good.
he did very good. People believe. To me, it looks like people are believing in honesty as opposed to money.
I think, and a lot of people, and I've heard a lot of people say this too, they don't vote primary. Just tell me who the 2 candidates I have to vote for, and that's all I want. I don't want to vote for, I don't want to have to choose from like a whole bunch of people. I'll vote on election day, general election, which is sad.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
You know, another, before I forget, so you know how we've been doing the candidates? So,
Well, first of all, one candidate was offered, but he
never
never
came, he's not getting a second chance.
No, that's it.
No.
The wannabes would have fit in prior to the thing.
Right.
Now, after that, we were gonna do the incumbents.
Right.
Now,
So I want to get, so I will talk to Giovanni to see what dates are good for him, so he can come. But I also talked to Manny Gonzalez.
and we gotta include the mayor.
Well, yes, they're going to do that.
Again,
I'm
this
not-
is
I know.
no translators, no assistants, one-on-one.
Right.
Brenda and the individual.
Right.
And
So
I
Manny-
will sit in the
you know,
corner and
yeah,
shut my mouth.
And Manny will, he said he would be willing to
Yeah.
come.
But again, we have to be fair.
I understand that. Someone's going to handle that one because I don't want to handle that one. But I figured I saw Manny last night, so I...
Like I said, we should have just spent the night here.
Oh, I know.
Pizza at 11 o'clock.
Hey, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how dirty this campaign is going to become. And I hate to say that, but I've seen it too many times in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hope that it doesn't.
It's gonna.
But it's, yeah. And the other thing, someone made a good point. So there was no one on the 3rd floor yesterday. Totally dark.
I said this before in private. I go up to the 3rd floor occasionally.
I understand that. But do these people take a day off? Do they take sick time? Vacation? How are they getting paid for that?
I had somebody come up to me and say he had somebody that was a DPW worker that said, if you see any DPW workers out there campaigning, get their picture. I did. This was given to me.
Yeah.
You know, this was asked of me sometime around 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
At that point in time,
Yeah.
you know, how can I tell whether they're on duty or off duty? I mean, I saw enough higher-ranking city workers campaigning.
Right.
You know, I'm not talking about people working poll.
No, something I can't think. When Dan Rivera ran, his office was open. There were people working in his office the election day, I think. I don't think his office was ever closed. He had people working. I don't understand. I mean, is it just all of a sudden, we don't have to be open because of what? I don't know. I don't.
So basically, as we're getting ready to wrap this up, I think, I'll be honest. I lifted this from the city council chamber. This should be posted at the front door of City Hall and all the entrances to City Hall.
Yeah.
Restricted area. Check your brains at the door.
I don't know. With all the crap, like the thing having to, you need to go through me to get, no, we don't need to go through anyone.
No.
That's part of their job, community policing.
Yep.
It's part of their jobs. Community firefighting is part of their jobs.
Yes, it is.
And you're telling them, unless they go to get the okay from me, you can, no, that's not how it goes.
No, it doesn't.
Like I said, my neighborhood meetings, neighborhood things started in 2009. We've never, ever, ever not had representation from police or fire.
Like I said a few minutes ago, it's bad enough we're paying these people that we have to get authorization from exorbitant salaries that they're not worth to start with, but they don't even live in the friggin' city. When
the prior chiefs weren't able to attend a meeting, they would send, like, the fire chief would send the deputy.
Or whoever was on duty in charge.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And he would come with all
the information.
Yeah.
Because the fire chief or police chief would give them information what to say. We've always had, like I said, community policing, in the past, we've had Officer Cuddy, we've had Jay.
Yep.
We have, all, different police chiefs, but they all have shown up at meetings.
Yeah.
Not having to go through the third floor saying, can I attend this meeting? No. And by not attending, makes you look bad. I'm sorry.
No, if the chief can't attend, that doesn't, in my estimation, doesn't make him look bad. It makes the decision makers,
Right.
Justify yourself.
No, and if you don't want the chief to attend, make sure he sends a replacement and let him send a deputy.
Yeah, exactly. I got no issue as long as there is an official there.
Right.
But again, what gives you the right, preventing the police chief or the fire chief from showing up? That's censorship.
Of course it is. Of course it is. For the residents of the city? I mean, there's not that many neighborhood associations anyway.
Hey, if we started paying our tax bill in monopoly money, would that be considered censorship?
Ooh.
It's an interesting thought.
Ooh. I don't think I have a Monopoly game, though.
Yeah, well.
But no, it's just, every day there's something new, and you sit there shaking your head thinking, really? Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It becomes more and more ludicrous, Here, like the old, I would do the redneck. I don't want to be accused of being ethnically challenged. The redneck's when here, hold my beer, watch this.
But, I don't know. We just need to, the power struggle on the third floor is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's getting out of hand, and it needs to stop.
Yeah. Well, just when you think that they've gone as low as they can go.
It goes lower.
Hey, give me a longer handled shovel. I think I got a couple more rungs buried in the slime.
And you saw the two new Adirondack chairs, didn't you? At the 5 corners. So now you can barely see Councilor Toomey's little plaque that hasn't been changed yet.
I saw the picture. I saw a picture of Brian sitting in one of them.
Yeah. I'm like, really? I mean, why would you put it there? I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know. Why do we need these chairs?
Well, again, the bottom line is we went through the agenda. That would be
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night we'll be there.
7 o'clock. Usually around 6, because,
Yeah. Let's see, I missed, let's see, tonight's when, oh, I can watch another 2-hour segment of the Korean War documentary. I'm a MASH fanatic.
I have a planning board meeting,
Yeah.
so this was canceled from further.
I get to see it, and I get to see the results of combat. You get to see combat before it happens. You know, what's going to happen
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. You know.
But again, like I said, we're down there, you know, people may look and say, hey, Russell, what do you know? You're a loser. I am. I got people that do listen.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and one other thing, and let's see, sometime, probably the end of next week, the purged list will be coming out, and I can go through and see how many of my friends didn't vote for me.
Well, because it tells them they voted.
No, I'm sorry, it doesn't. Well, no, how many of my friends didn't vote? Okay, it is what it is. Am I going to hold that against them? No, but I don't want to hear you bitch about it.
No.
It is like,
You know, it's funny because there was one girl that came up, and she had just moved to South Lawrence because she's always lived on Tower Hill. She says, I want to vote, but I don't know who to vote for. So, you know, we told her, whatever. You know, we said, you know, this is blah, 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 the whole bit. You know, we introduced her. I think we introduced her to you. We introduced her to Josias. You know, you said this is whatever. And I think on the 29th of the month, I'm having it was 15 and 7, yeah, the 29th. I'm having a South Lawrence West Neighborhood Association's having a coffee and meet and greet with Stephanie and Manny. So I'm going to send her an invitation. Say, come and, you know, since you're new in the area, this might be a good time to meet. You know, I introduced Stephanie, but this way you can ask questions and things like that. So, you know, I think it will be good to you know, I said to everyone, just write down questions and answers, you know, questions that you want answered, you know, because about your city, about the neighborhood, I mean, about what's going on. Because that's the only way you're going to get to find out. You know.
do you think it would be, do you think you should invite the 3 city councilors?
No.
At large?
No.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Well, first of all, 2 of them never show up anyway. I mean, but no, because I want them to meet their district councilor.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's who I want them to meet. You know, you know, Selena lives right up the street.
Oh, okay. Well, that,
Is it not okay?
I'll be there. I will be there.
Oh, I know you will. But I didn't send it to you specifically because I knew, you know, but whatever, you know.
Okay, now, one thing before we close, we're pushing the 1 hour mark right now.
I know, but he said we can go a little bit more.
One last thing that I did find out yesterday down at the Frost School. We all know whether people liked it or didn't like it. The Rumbo News was a necessity. We have no media in Lawrence.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, the Eagle Tribune, duh.
They took away LCAT.
Yeah, I took away LCAT. The Valley Patriot,
Yeah,
I
right.
will mention them politely for whatever their thought processes on several individuals associated with. Did they cover Lawrence?
No,
once a month, and it's only, and go ahead, Tom, take your best shots. I'm a big boy, I can take it.
Yeah.
The story will be covered if there's money in it for him, okay? Yeah. Now, I ran across Dahlia Diaz yesterday at the Frost School, and she ceased publication of the Rumbo News the middle of May. She said she was fed up. I mean, she did have health issues too.
Right,
okay?
exactly.
In the meantime, she has resolved the health issues, and she is like the old fire horse. She wants to answer that bell. So she is doing the rumbonews.com
Right.
twice a month, the 1st and the 15th of the month.
I believe
She
you.
does have, she will be posting online at the rumbonews.com. And I have taken pictures for her in the past. I will be continuing to take pictures, and I will be dropping them off. She's under no obligation to use the pictures. She
Right.
does what she wants with the pictures, just
Right.
as I take pictures as I see them.
Right,
And
exactly.
it is a good working relationship, you know?
Right, yeah.
So, just to let people know that the Rumbo News is back.
Right,
And
right.
unfortunately, the cover photo was this.
Yeah. What do you say?
I just got 5 minutes.
Oh,
We had another 5 minutes.
okay. So let's, so tomorrow night, city council meeting, like I said, it was postponed from Tuesday because of the election. I mean, we could have still had it, come on, whatever. But anyhow.
Let's see,
But yeah.
what else can we talk about the council? Oh, council chamber, the council wants to raise the Diaz that they sit on,
Yes.
7 inches.
I can't, yeah. We also heard like consequences, then you have to build a ramp, then you have to put a railing.
And the ramp has to be ADA compliant.
Right.
So that
right.
means the ramp is gonna start halfway,
I know,
let's see, it's an inch a foot, so they wanna go up 7 inches. So that means the ramp has gotta come out 7 feet, which means it's gonna be out beyond the rail.
yeah.
We're out in the area where, Mr. Mount. He could trip on it.
He could.
He could own City Hall. It is what it is. I mean, as it is right now, they are on kind of a platform, and I keep seeing Anna looking how close that roller chair gets to the edge.
I know, can you
know,
imagine?
I just look at it.
I think it's hilarious, this is what they.
You know, and I facetiously asked the question, instead of raising the Diaz, why don't you just lower the floor? That would be easier. No ramp involved.
This is true,
You know,
Yeah.
and then
I
some-
hope tomorrow night, I hope they, a table man is Richard Rodriguez, ADA Commissioner. He better get his rate. I'm sorry, what he's done for the city. But that's a whole,
well, that's the last thing you want in doing a job. Somebody knows the job,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It is what it
It's,
is.
I think he and the Veterans Service Officer have been jerked around way too many
Financially
times.
screwed
Yeah, exactly, way too many times.
in both salary
Right.
and in funding for their
Right.
position.
Right, exactly. Like Victor said, he's supposed to have 2 more people.
Well,
He said one more person would be good.
yeah. I mean, isn't it about time for Billy Collins to get back up there and start ranting and raving about that? I mean, that's the only thing you do is get up and rant and rave about it.
But unfortunately, people don't listen. People just.
They don't want to listen.
They don't want to, yeah.
Because that's money that could be better spent elsewhere.
Right. Exactly.
So no. In closing,
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting items on the agenda.
Okay.
How about they have to define where the money's coming from, these budget fund transfers? What project or whatever is going to lose money, and what project is going to be either financially enhanced or saved from going over budget? I mean, or am I speaking the obvious? Or am I speaking the
I don't know.
unspoken?
I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get half the stuff. It's just you look at it and like, where's this money coming from? What? Are they making up these things? Is money? Where's the money? It's like follow the trail, but there is no trail. That's the sad part. There is no trail. But anyway, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
We're in the second row, so you can sit first row. You can sit
You can
third
sit
row,
any-
or you can sit second row next to us.
Yeah, you sit anywhere you want.
For the middle in between us is always reserved for Francisco Urena.
Yes. So, I mean, it
The
is,
Airport Commission, we love
it
Francisco.
should be a relatively short meeting based on what we saw there on the agenda.
How many times have we said that, okay? It's not
Do
gonna
we-
be.
Do we want to do an over-under on how long it lasts?
I would say 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? You're an optimist.
Anyway, so thank you for watching, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Or
Yeah,
tomorrow night, hopefully
night.
tomorrow night.
There's Brenda Rozzi.
That's Rich Russell.